By some miracle, the Chiefs are the 1 seed. The Buffalo Bills are the 2 seed. The Baltimore Ravens are the 3 seed. The Houston Texans are the 4 seed. The Broncos are the 5 seed. The Bengals are the 6 seed. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, once again, hanging up the rear at the 7 seed. For the NFC, I have the Eagles at the 1 seed. The Lions at the 2 seed. The Buccaneers at the 3 seed. And the Rams at the 4 seed. Commanders at 5. And Falcons at 6. And Packers at 7. For the wild card round matchups, I have the Broncos facing off against the Texans, which I have the Broncos winning. I have the Bengals facing off against the Ravens, which I have the Ravens winning. I have the Bills facing off against the Steelers, and I have the Bills winning. I have the Commanders facing off against the Lions. I have the Commanders winning. I have the Falcons facing off against the Bucks. I have the Bucks winning. And I have the Packers facing off against the Lions, and I have the Lions for my wild card round.
Did you say the Lions twice?
I don't think I did.
I don't think he did either. I don't know.
Against the Lions, and I have the Lions.
Okay. Well, all right. My.
If there's a recording, you can just edit it out.
All right.
You can fix it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll fix it. Okay. Edit and post. So for mine, I actually have the Ravens as the 1st seed, and then I have the Bills 2nd seed, Broncos are the 3rd seed, and the Jaguars 4th seed, and then I have the Chiefs at the 5th seeds, Bengals 6th seed, and I think Chargers hold on the rear at 7th seed, and the Steelers being on the edge with the 8th seed, not making it. And then in the NFC, I don't know how it's mainly because they're all went to 10-7. I'm just now realizing that every single NFC team I have going 10-7 for the division. So that actually puts the Packers at the 1 seed, Panthers in 2nd seed, Philadelphia Eagles at 3rd, and 49ers in the 4th. The 5th seed, I have the Buccaneers, and then the 6th seed is the Lions.
No way, bro.
And the 7th seed is the Cowboys, with the 8th seed being the Commanders. And then the wild card matchups.
Playoffs are a bit messed up.
You know, and then I have 4th seed Jaguars versus the 5th seed Chiefs, which I have the Chiefs winning, and 6th seed Bengals versus 3rd seed Broncos, with the Bengals winning, moving on to the next round. Baden? Ooh. And then Buffalo Bills versus the Chargers, and I have the Bills winning. And then I have the 49ers versus the Buccaneers, with the 49ers winning, and the Lions versus the Eagles, and the Lions winning, and then the Panthers beating the Cowboys, because it's the Cowboys.
Rightfully so.
And I don't have to be
confident
on him anymore, because I don't have Dak Prescott. Fantasy's already over.
All right. Are y'all ready for this? Okay. So, for the 1st seed, I have the Bills. 2nd, Chargers. 3rd is the Ravens. 4th, by some, I don't know why they got it, but the Titans with the 4th seed. The Bengals with the 5th seed, and then the Broncos with the 6th. And then on the other half, I have the Bucks with the 1st seed, the Commanders with the 2nd seed, the Lions with the 3rd seed, the Niners with the 4th seed, the Eagles with the 5th, Falcons with the 6th, and then Cardinals with the 7th. And then Ravens and Broncos, I have the Broncos winning. Chargers and Steelers, I have the Chargers winning. Titans Bengals, I have the Bengals winning. Niners Eagles, I have the Eagles winning. Commanders Cardinals, I have the Commanders winning. And then Falcons and Lions, I have the Lions winning.
Okay, so Peyton.
All right.
The Titans got the 4th seed because they're division winners, and division winners get the 1st through 4th seeds.
Moving on to the divisional round.
Yep.
I have the Bills facing off against the Ravens, and I have the Bills winning this matchup. And I have the Broncos facing off against the Chiefs, and I have the Broncos winning. In the NFC, I have the Lions facing off against the Bucks, and I have the Lions winning. And I have the Eagles facing off against the Commanders, and I have the Eagles winning.
And for my divisional, I have the Chiefs versus the Bills. I actually have the Bills finally beating the dang Chiefs. Please, please. If there's another wide right meme, man, I'm so sorry, Bills fans. And then I have the Bengals versus the Ravens. And I'm sorry, Peyton, but I do have the Ravens getting the win here. And then we have the 49ers versus the Panthers. And I think the 49ers are going to get the win here. And then we have the Lions versus the Packers, which I believe the Packers will win. Yeah.
So I have the Bills and Broncos with the Broncos winning. Chargers and Bengals with the Bengals winning. Bucks and Eagles with the Bucks winning. Commanders and Lions with the Commanders winning.
All right, conference championship time. I have the Bills facing off with the Broncos. I have the Bills winning. And I have they have the Eagles facing off against the Lions, and I have the Eagles winning.
Okay. And for mine, I have the Bills and the Ravens facing off, and I have the Bills winning, making it to the Super Bowl. And then I have the 49ers versus the Packers, and I have the 49ers winning that game. Going back to the Super Bowl. Wow, that sounds crazy. Oh. Wait a minute.
I have the Broncos and Bengals, and I have the Bengals winning. And then I have the Bucks and Commanders and the Bucks winning.
It's a moment in history. Get your picture.
All right. Super Bowl time. I have the Eagles facing off with the Bills, and I have the Eagles repeating.
I have
It makes sense.
The Super Bowl being the 49ers versus the Bills, and the Bills finally winning a Super Bowl after suffering so long through 4 straight Super Bowl losses. The Bills winning the Super Bowl. Peyton?
Yeah, man. So I have the Bengals and the Bucks, guys.
I wonder who's gonna win.
I have my QB, Joe Burrow, and my other QB. Never bet against Baker Mayfield. So, based on that knowledge, the Bengals are winning the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Cap.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to mention that both me and Alex had each other's favorite teams losing in the wild card. The first match gone.
Yeah, I like to mention, if you haven't been watching, Alex looks so disappointed every time we start talking about the playoffs. It's like, oh, I know where this is going.
The lack of realism. There's no way the Niners are making all the take.
Okay, I didn't think about that.
Have you not seen the logo? Have you not looked at the logo?
I gotta be honest.
It's red and blue in San Francisco. That's why I'm assuming he picked his teams. It's because it's red and blue for the Bills, and then fucking San Fran.
I didn't. It's because it was either that or the fucking Packers end up in the Super Bowl. I was like, well, that's not realistic. And my other option was the 49ers.
After final accounting, the Cardinals will be the first team picking in the following draft.
Oh.
Followed by the Bears, Saints, Giants, and Dolphins.
I don't see that.
Oh. If this schedule goes how it's going to go, the Cowboys have the first pick.
Closing thoughts?
I think
the Cowboys will get it.
I did a good job on the AFC. I'm not too confident in my NFC predictions anymore. But I will follow and go true to my predictions, and I think they're going to happen. And I'm committing to them.
All right.
And I'm committing to the Cowboys partially because
I predict everyone's wrong.
I think that I got my positionings right for all teams. Whether their records are correct, we'll find out.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Any thoughts from you, Peyton?
I don't care what anyone says. Mine is 100% real and is going to happen.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
I'm the most right.